Ian put out this. If Liverpool's search for a new manager is a data-driven process, as we are told, and they're looking for someone consistently achieving way more than resources might suggest than Atleti's... Diego Simeone has to be in the conversation. Maybe Ian isn't quite aware how much that tweet is trolling you, Stevie.
Oh my, I've never seen that before.
Given your thoughts on Simeone.
Please tell me what Simeone does that is in line with what Liverpool do. Tell me one thing.
Go on, Ian.
No, I wasn't suggesting for a minute, and of course I've taken pelters for this on social media. You might say rightly so, but I wasn't suggesting for a minute that Diego Simeone should be the next manager of Liverpool. Not at all. But they keep on telling us it's a data-driven process measured against resources. Now, they worked out when they hired Klopp that in, I think it was 12 or 14 of his 16 seasons, he'd overachieved against his resources as a manager, winning 2 titles at Borussia Dortmund, promotion at Mainz, all that kind of thing, taking Dortmund to a Champions League final. If you look at Simeone, Atletico Madrid, with Real Madrid and Barcelona to play, he's got them to 2 Champions League finals. Yep. He's won the title a couple of times. He's won the Europa League. He's operated at the top level for a decade. So, though you might not like his style and the perception is of an ugly, dark art team, he is a manager who's achieved a lot.
He's overachieved. Don't you want someone who's overachieved, Stevie, taking over?
Serious?
I'd love, personally, I'd love Simeone to get the job.
Just for our entertainment.
Just so I could come in every day. Stevie's every time Liverpool play on Stevie's here. Yeah. I'll just show up.
No. No, thank you.
Ian, obviously, it's the first time you've been on since Arsenal beat Liverpool so impressively at the weekend. What does this do in anything with regards to your thoughts on the title race? Or is it still, in your opinion, Manchester City's to lose?
Probably is, yeah, given the way Manchester City usually finish seasons and they're reeling off win after win after win. Even when they had Haaland out the team, they kept on winning. So I think you'd probably have to say they are favourites to win the title. But I think that result has blown it open again. Arsenal had a little blip. They produced a very good performance against Liverpool, who didn't look at it at all. But kind of Arsenal did stop them playing a little bit. And there are 2 Liverpools, I think, for me. There's the Liverpool you see at Anfield, just about invincible, and the Liverpool you see away from home quite often, which is not quite so convincing. So it's fascinating. And Villa and maybe even Tottenham will feel they're not out of this yet either.
You mentioned Tottenham. Of course, a lot of people are asking questions with Son gone and obviously Harry Kane being sold. Who would be the person that would get their goals in this key time of the season? And of course, it's been Richarlison, the Brazilian, on absolute fire at the moment. You think 48 games to 4 December the 10th, he only got 5 goals. Since then, in the last 10 matches, he's got 9 goals. Who would have thought this would have happened? Certainly not Steve Nicol.
Listen to the goal scorer. I mean, you know, all the questions when Son left was who's going to put the ball in the back of the net? Who's going to pick up on what he's not going to be able to deliver? And the truth is, we don't have an answer to that because Richarlison's not a goal scorer. If ever there was a game that showed that, it was tonight. They should have made this easier, and they would have done if they'd had somebody up front who actually is a goal scorer. Dan Thomas.
No, I had nothing to do with this.
Let me finish.
I had nothing to do with this. This wasn't me.
This is absolute cherry picking.
No, it's
absolute cherry picking.
I promise you, this isn't me.
Because I told you last year when Rashford was doing the same thing,
yes,
that it wouldn't happen again this year.
Right.
He hadn't done it for 3 years previously, and because he has a purple patch and has a good 6 months, which is what this guy's doing, Richarlison, he's having a purple patch. Because you can't look at the rest of his time in the Premier League. He's never scored that amount of goals in that amount of games, ever.
Maybe just need a little
bit. So you can't turn around all of a sudden and shove a custard pie in my face and go, nah.
I haven't done anything.
So I'm just saying that. The guy's done well. You got to give him praise. He's put the ball in the back of the net. Give him praise. 9 goals in 10 games. Well done. Yeah. There you go, Richarlison. Have a little clap, son. But let's see you doing it for a period of time.
But he's surprised.
A long period of time.
He has surprised you.
Of course he has.
Right.
Of course he has. I don't think I'm the only person that's surprised. He's got 9 and 10. I'm just saying, don't turn around.
Don't tell me that's fine. I don't like that word.
When somebody has a purple patch and all of a sudden they're, that's it. For the next 5 seasons, they're going to be bashing goals in.
No, enjoy it while you can.
Ian, how surprised are you by this purple patch?
Not that surprised, really. I think he's shown once or twice in the past that he can deliver goals. I mean, he could hardly score a goal at all, could he, last season? He wasn't getting many chances. He cut a quite discontented figure, but, you know, he's risen to the occasion with Son missing. They've needed him to score, and he has scored. So, I mean, my problem with Spurs, really, generally, talking aside from Richarlison, is they give the opposition too many chances in games, and I think the stats back that up. I think only the teams at the bottom give away more chances, you know, and they did it again. You could see Postecoglou's mood at the end of the game at Everton. It was a game they should have won. Seconds to go, they give away a last-minute goal. There goes another 2 points. And that's as depressed as I've seen him look after a game.
Anything you'd like to add, Shaka?
No, I'm good. I was enjoying everything about that.
Oh, good. I'm glad someone was.